And Ryan and company starting from the 23. Tevin Coleman has good running room, has a first down, and he's got more. Good block by Austin Hooper, the tight end. Mohamed Sanu gets the snap, and he bobbles the ball, and Sanu fires it in the air, and down there is Julio Jones, and Jones is there for the touchdown.
With Sanu right here, bobble the snap, hey, no big deal on the little read zone. I'll pick it back up. The guy's a phenomenal athlete. He was recruited by Rutgers to play quarterback, and you can see why. I don't believe he's ever thrown an incomplete pass in all the time he's been in the National Football League. He's one of the most complete football players on this team, and oh my goodness gracious.
Down on the 28. Ryan with the deep drop this time. The catch, and a terrific one was Julio Jones. A 20-yard pickup here.
And how about the body control? Look at that. Fakes the post, goes to the sideline. Look at him, opposite shoulder, loop around there like the Super Bowl.
An easy task for number 58. The first down on an end around. Here's Julio Jones. And Jones gets the first down and steps out of bounds.
Way to free him up right now.
107 yards this quarter to 6 for Tampa Bay, and going deep and making the catch is Jones. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown, his second of the game.
Jones on the double move. You see him sell the post again, just like he did to the sideline route. Take it back to the corner. Look at the extension right there. Knows where the pylon is. Watch him. Put his foot in the ground. Now just dive for it. Keeps the ball inside the pylon. And as far as McCoy is concerned, look at that outside edge. There it is. Bunch of hands on him. Bring the tight end over there. Get everybody. The Buccaneers defense, all kinds of speed, side to side.
And open. Guess who? Julio Jones having a tremendous first half. Part of the act. First down from the 22. Play action for Ryan on first down. Looking for a receiver. And Julio Jones coming across to make the play. Just made his first start last week. Third down and 9 with time. Another first down. Sanu with more yards after the catch. And gets inside the 30-yard line. Second down and 13, and that's Hooper. And Hooper will have the first down and gets a few more before he's ridden out of bounds by Justin Evans. Third down and 1 from the 3. And here is Coleman, touchdown, Falcons. Concussion. And so Jacquizz Rodgers is in at running back. First down for Ryan Fitzpatrick, and he completes the pass to Mike Evans. Now the running backs to handle the load, and Barber is in there, but it's play action for Fitzpatrick, and he completes the pass inside the 5-yard line to O.J. Howard.
27-6, just orchestrating their offense.
11th play of the drive, third time they've had double digits, and here's Peyton Barber charging into the end zone for the touchdown.
It's okay, Mike's 25.
And Fitzpatrick has Howard, the tight end, and a first down to the 35-yard line, or the 45.
Just run the seam here. He's going to push out and then get down this seam right here. Watch him push out. That opens up that route in the seam area. And excellent job by Fitzpatrick putting him as he cuts back.
And they go to Barber. And Barber gets in for the touchdown. Peyton Barber with his second touchdown of the game. Ryan with plenty of time going up top, and Julio Jones with the catch down the sideline and upended. When in doubt, go to number 11.
The game 15 plus yards to play pass. They make the fake in the middle. They run the deep crossing route to Julio Jones over the top as they clear out. And here he is.
First down at the 23 of the Bucs. And they go to Teron Ward. Fumbles. And it's picked up by Brent Grimes. Grimes running it back, has a blocker. And the first turnover of the game, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get it back. Tied with Jacksonville for fumble recovery lead in the NFL coming into this game. And Fitzpatrick has Humphries on first down, and he gets a first down and knocked out of bounds in Atlanta territory.
36.
Fitzpatrick fires, and the pass is knocked away, incomplete. Cameron Brate, the tight end, was the intended receiver, and Keanu Neal helped break it up.
Sure up the middle, and this is a red zone team. They understand. Dontari Poe, as you see him right there, splitting the double team. That is excellent pressure, and look at the man-to-man coverage right here on Brate by Neal.
They're down and 8. And Ryan going for Jones, who makes the catch, gets away. Perfect timing to make the catch and gets extra yards. Third down and 1. Teron Ward spins away, stays on his feet. Tough to bring down and gets close to the 15-yard line. Clock running.
And my man Ward, watch him here as he breaks through now. You know, he fumbled in the last drive, and what's he going to do? You got to cover that ball up, right? Go ahead, get another hand on that, spin out of there right now. Go ahead, put another hand on that ball. Did you hear me? Put another hand on that ball, son. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's living dangerously.
Minutes remaining. 2nd and 7 on the 14. Tevin Coleman trying to go wide and wants to stay in bounds. He's going to get a touchdown. It won't matter. Second touchdown of the game for Coleman.